Our first one for today is, am I the asshole for refusing to leave a wedding because I wore a dress that looks white under a black light? That's... No, I'm gonna say no. How can you... How common is a black light at a wedding? Like, for real. A few months ago, I attended a close friend's wedding with my husband. I wore a yellow dress. Think like Belle and Beauty and the Beast yellow, Bumblebee yellow. So yellow that I did not question if it was appropriate or not to wear to a wedding, and neither did my friends nor family. I arrive at the wedding, we have the ceremony, the cocktail hour, the dinner, and the reception. I get many compliments on the dress, and the bride even comments on how much she loves it several times. Towards the end of the reception, the venue dimmed the lights and turned on some black lights. Oh my god. These black lights made my dress appear more white than yellow. A member of the wedding party approached me while the black lights were on and stated that I needed to leave because my dress was white and inappropriate. I stated that the dress was yellow, but the black lights were making it appear white. The member of the wedding party stated that if I didn't leave, she would make me. Oh my god. I stated, I'm here to celebrate my friend, repeated that the dress was yellow, and said I will not be leaving early. Bride and groom hadn't left yet, and I came from overseas. Oh my god. The conversation, while heated, did not have raised voices or foul language from either side, but I will say it was tense. The wedding party member walked off and I watched as they immediately walked to talk to the groom, angrily pointing in my direction. The groom shrugged and continued to dance. The next morning, I was approached by a different friend at breakfast, not in the wedding party, who stated that they heard what happened and that I should have left when asked because it made people uncomfortable, and that I made it about me partying rather than respecting wedding etiquette. I have felt incredibly embarrassed about this since. So am I the asshole for not leaving the wedding when asked? TLDR, wore wedding dress that looked white under black lights. Was asked to leave by a member of the wedding party. Didn't leave. Told I made others uncomfortable by a friend the next day. I don't... How can you, legit, how can you plan ahead for a black lights to be at the party? And does anybody know that that's, like, the thing that happens? I personally didn't realize that, like, it would go to white. OP has offered the following explanation for why they think they might be the asshole. I remained at the wedding after being requested to leave by a member of the wedding party. I might be the asshole because instead of graciously leaving, I remained firm in my choice and stayed despite possibly making others uncomfortable or breaking the social norm for wearing white to a wedding. I don't know, it's just like, everybody knew it was yellow, like, that's like, oh yeah, total asshole, I don't know. You can't really plan for that, but then I guess I would be pretty upset, but I would leave. I would leave if I was asked to leave. But I don't know. I don't really think they were being... I don't know. I'm not sure. Not the asshole who checks their attire under black lights to see if it passes. Ridiculousness. I understand if it appeared white under normal lights, but come on. This was an unusual situation at the end of the reception. You were fine, and whoever approached you was completely and utterly out of line. Some people having nothing better to do than look for problems that don't exist. I agree about passing it under black lights beforehand. It's not something I even thought about. No one would have because it's unreasonable. Also, every pastel or lighter toned dress would have looked white under the black light. Oh, there you go. Take a photo of the dress and send it to anyone who asks simply what, this is the dress. You tell me if it looks white. What you have here is a bridesmaid who was too angry drunk to behave like a reasonable person, and I was not going to leave the wedding because the bridesmaid was sloppy drunk. What? Where did you get this?
Assuming, I guess, because of the party.
Oh, yeah, probably. Let that narrative take over. Oh, they're spinning the story. Yeah, you're right. Or post a photo of you in the dress at the wedding on social media with, I need from the court of public opinion to find out if this dress looks white in any shape or form, because I went to a wedding a few weeks ago in the dress and got yelled at by a drunk bridesmaid. Dude, okay, I don't know about that. Yeah, I don't know about that, but I mean, dude, how can you really plan for that? And then he told the groom and they shrugged. I mean, I doubt you have enough time to talk to the bride because it's also like they're busy, but like I just don't like, oh my gosh. You must have a PhD in stirring crap up. I would read your papers. Yeah, they're absolutely ready to spin it. I'm gonna say not the asshole. It's a little weird. Like, I don't know. I just see that as like a little weird. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with not the asshole. Am I the asshole for answering the door in a spicy costume? What? I mean... yes? I don't know. If you're opening the door and you're like in like a fit and you're not expecting a guest, the natural reaction is to like cover up. So I'm gonna say yes. Yes. I mean, you are in your own home. I don't know, brother. So I'm a 24 female and my boyfriend has been gone a few weeks visiting family on the other side of the world. Coincidentally, the death of one of my coworkers... What? Coincidentally, the death of one of my coworkers meant I had to work a lot more during those weeks, and I was honestly pretty miserable and pent up the whole time. The one thing keeping me going was the thought of having a wild night when he got home. My boyfriend's sister texted me and asked if she should come over when he got home. I said we would both be really tired and eager to be alone, and said it'd be best to wait. Then I put my phone on silent, which meant I didn't see her next text that said she knew her brother. He'll find energy to say hi. Wait, hold on, I'm confused. So I'm 24 female, and my boyfriend has been gone for a few weeks visiting family on the other side of the world. Coincidentally, the death of one of my coworkers... Coincidentally, that is... Sorry for your coworker. When he got home, the moment he was sufficiently unpacked, I changed into a Playboy bunny suit. Then his sister knocked on the door and yelled hello. She just walked in? She knocked on the door and yelled hello. I was pretty pissed off, so I didn't put in any effort to hide my angry expression and answer the door in the outfit. I was pretty cold with her, and she got passive-aggressive before reluctantly leaving. She said it was petty and dramatic over the phone, and I just hung up, prompting some angry texts. Am I the asshole? I don't know. I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna say yes. Yeah. I like that was, I don't know, like, I don't... OP has offered the following explanation for why they think they might be the asshole. I think she may have been right that answering the door visibly angry in an adult costume was petty and dramatic. It is. It is pretty petty. Like, oh my gosh, it's just, that's so, why would you want your, like, that's, I don't know. I'm not a fan of that. You're an asshole and you're a weirdo. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'm curious how the boyfriend feels here, but I think it's hilarious she answered the door that way. She was rude with coming over when she was told not to. You weren't rude for responding to her rudeness. I don't see it that way. But, I mean, I also would not be happy with, like, somebody coming up to my house uninvited. I think being visibly upset but also covering yourself up is, like, a thing, but, like, because that's weird. That's just so weird to me. Alright, this one says poo mode activated. Let's see if we agree. Alright, am I the asshole for refusing to attend my best friend's wedding after she replaced me as maid of honor because I'm too fat, I'm pregnant, and asking her to pay me back for everything? What? Am I the asshole for refusing to attend my best friend's wedding after she replaced me as maid of honor because I'm too fat, I'm pregnant, and asking her to pay me back for everything? Did you ask her to pay you back before or after you were dropped as the maid of honor? Let's see. Because, like, the title, maybe, like, she's, like, blowing it out of proportion or something. For refusing to attend me after she replaced me as maid of honor. So, like, why was she replace? Like, was it actually because of that? I don't know. Let's see. I'm gonna say it says poo mode activated, but I'll say no. I, 27 female, have been best friends with Claire, 28 female, since high school. When she asked me to be her maid of honor, I was thrilled and went all out to make her wedding special. I paid for the bridal shower, bachelorette party, a weekend trip, decorations, and other expenses. Damn, spending several $1,000s. Well, it was a lot of money for my husband and me. I wanted to make her big day perfect because she's like family to me. 2 months ago, I shared that I'm 4 months pregnant. Claire congratulated me, but started acting distant afterward. She excluded me from conversations about the wedding and made passive comments about how hard it is to coordinate when people are distracted. I brushed it off, thinking it was wedding stress. A few days ago, she sat me down and told me she didn't want me in the wedding anymore. Her reason? I'm getting too fat, and she doesn't want me in the pictures. Whoa! She said that her specific vision for her wedding and I no longer fit. Whoa! I was devastated. I asked if this was about my pregnancy, and she insisted it wasn't personal. What? That is personal! She said she was replacing me as maid of honor with another friend who fit her aesthetic. That is not a friend. What the fuck? What the fuck? What do you mean? I told her if I wasn't in the wedding, I wouldn't attend at all. I also handed her the receipts for everything I paid for and told her she and her fiancé need to reimburse me since I only spent that money as her maid of honor. Claire flipped out, calling me selfish and accusing me of trying to ruin her wedding. She said it was tacky to ask for the money back and that expenses like these were my responsibility as maid of honor. Girl, you kicked her off because she didn't fit the aesthetic. But what do you mean? I reminded her that she removed me from that role, so those expenses were no longer mine. Since then, Claire, her fiancé, and even her family have been spamming me with calls and texts. They're accusing me of being petty and overreacting because of pregnancy hormones. Shut up! That's taking advantage of somebody. What do you mean? They're also saying I should have just let it go and written off the money because weddings are stressful, and Claire didn't mean to hurt me. I don't give a shit. That's rude as fuck. What do you mean? My husband has been incredibly supportive and says I did the right thing. He's furious at how Claire treated me and agrees that I shouldn't be out thousands of dollars for a wedding I'm not a part of. I feel heartbroken and humiliated by someone I thought was my best friend. Still, the constant backlash has me second-guessing myself. Am I the asshole for standing up for myself and asking for reimbursement? Should I have just quietly stepped aside? No! What do you mean? Oh my god! Dude, that is not your friend. For their aesthetic? Like, are you kidding me? I can imagine people actually behave like this for real. No, not the asshole. Not the asshole. This is one of those you read and just screams fake to me because there's no way people are like this. But there are. Have you seen those just Bridezilla posts? Like, sometimes people do get a little crazy about it. This post is in poo mode. Only users with enough subreddit comments are able to comment. If this doesn't include you, okay. But I don't think they're the asshole. Not the asshole. She said it was tacky to ask for the money back. She didn't want me in the wedding anymore. Her reason, I'm getting too fat and she doesn't want me in the pictures. Bruh. It sounds like a big joke. I didn't think stuff like this actually happened IRL and I never expected it from her. Sounds to me like she's afraid of being upstage main character syndrome. I mean, it is her wedding. But also, like, that's such a not... Like, that's not okay. Like, that is not okay. She also waited till it was close enough for the wedding where the majority of the expenses costs were paid, or before releasing OP from her duties. Yeah, that's taking advantage of. Like, that's so messed up. She wanted to make sure, and she like cares for you, and this is you literally discarded like trash. If my best friend betrayed me like this, I'd be heartbroken too. I would be heartbroken. I would have asked for the money back. Like, I mean, thousands. That is not cheap. I would have sued. Small claims court. Yeah, have fun getting married. Like, it's just absolutely, that's just not okay. Yeah, not the asshole. Like, they cared more about their wedding aesthetic more than their, like, friendship. Like, I mean, like, weddings are supposed, like, people dream about their weddings all the time. I get it. I totally get it. But, like, that's just not fucking cool, dude. Am I the asshole for not letting my mom come to my wedding after she ignored me my whole life? No. I'm gonna say no. Dang, lots of wedding ones today, though. I, 26 male, am getting married to my fiance. Let's call her Sarah. Ooh, with an H. She sounds awesome. 25 female in a few months. And I'm super excited about it. But there's one big issue with all the planning. My mom. Uh-oh. A little background. My parents divorced when I was 8, and my mom, let's call her Layla, remarried pretty quickly after that. She married this guy Dave, who had 2 kids of his own. It's like I was no longer a priority in her life. She focused all of her attention on Dave and his kids. Like, I'm not exaggerating when I say she treated them way better than me. They'd go on trips, she'd go on all their sport events, and they'd get everything they wanted. Meanwhile, I felt like I was invisible. She didn't ask about my school, didn't care about my friends, or even my mental health. I started to feel like I wasn't even her kid anymore. Aww. When I turned 18, I moved out. I thought maybe she'd care and I'd try to stay in touch, but nope, she didn't. I text her once in a while just to check in, and she'd either not respond or say she was busy with Dave and his kids. I figured if she didn't care, why should I? So I just stopped trying to reach out. Fast forward to now. I'm planning my wedding, and out of nowhere, my mom starts texting me like we're super close. Oh, eyes roll out of my head. She wants to know all the details, saying how excited she is, and even saying things like, I can't wait to see you start this new chapter. Like, seriously? I haven't heard from her in years, and now she expects me to be front and center for my wedding? I told her straight up that I didn't want her there. I said I'm not comfortable with her coming after everything that's happened, and that if she really wants to have a relationship, we can talk about it after the wedding, but not before. That's right. That's right. Okay. She started crying, saying I'm holding a grudge and that I'm her son and she deserves to be there. Shut up. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. But I don't know how I'm supposed to just forget the fact that she ignored me my whole childhood in favor of Dave's kids. Now my family is split. Some of them think I'm right and that I shouldn't just let her show up when she never showed up for me. Others think I should just let it go and it's just one day, and that I should let her come to the wedding to keep the peace. So, am I the asshole for not letting my mom come to my wedding after everything that happened? No! Absolutely not! Oh my gosh. OP, your mom's a dick. Oh my god. OP has offered the following explanation for why they think they might be the asshole. Not giving her a second chance. From her perspective, your mom might see her wanting to be part of your wedding as an attempt to reconnect after years of estrangement. Some people might feel that everyone deserves a second chance, especially when it comes to big life events like weddings. You've had a lot of time to process the pain from your childhood, but from her point of view, she may see it as a single mistake in her life, and now that she's ready to reconnect, you're shutting her out completely, not allowing space for reconciliation. You did tell her you'd open to rebuilding the relationship after the wedding, but some might say that's not fair to her. It's possible she's trying to prove that she wants to be part of your life now, and your refusal to let her in could be seen as harsh refusal, and her attempts to make amends, especially at a time when people often seek connection, like weddings. Holding on to resentment, you've been hurt by your mom's actions, but some might say you're holding on to that resentment for too long. While it's understandable to feel hurt by her actions, refusing to let her attend your wedding because of how she treated you in the past might be seen as you punishing her, even if she's genuinely trying to make up for it. I don't care. I'm sorry. Not the asshole. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because that's just the consequences. It's resentment. Okay, fine. But like, only showing up for like things like that, I just can't get behind that.